Let's move already.
Are we ready to move out? Open your heart to me.
The odds are against us.
A bright future awaits us.
No one stands in my way.
Are we in trouble yet? I'm curious. What's over there? Tread lightly. Yet another obstacle. Quiet steps. Did we find trouble? No, they did. Curious. Quiet steps. Did we step on their toes as well? What's over there? Steps. Weapons ready. Yet another obstacle. Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better. Always be ready for the worst. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Did we find trouble? No, they did. What's that noise? Quiet steps. Weapons ready. You've crossed the wrong line. Did we step on their toes as well? Did you see that? I'll see to your request. I'm curious. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. You won't survive me. Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge. What's over there? What's over there? Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Endure this! Did we find trouble? No, they did. I'm all ears. Tread lightly. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. What's that noise? Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Make every strike count. Did we step on their toes as well? Are we in trouble yet? Always be ready for the worst. I'll see to your request. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. I'm curious. Yet another obstacle. Your performance is lacking. You are lacking. a lizard and a human enter a tavern. What'll it... I'm all ears. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. What's over there? Tread lightly. You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Did we find trouble? No, they did. What's that noise? Are we in trouble yet? Quiet steps. Weapons ready. I'll see to your request. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. You won't survive. Did we step on their toes as well? Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge. I'm curious. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Endure this! Yet another obstacle. Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better. What's over there? Tread lightly. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Make every strike. Did we find trouble? No, they did. crossed the wrong line. Did we step on their toes as well? What's that noise? I'll see to your request. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. I'm curious. What's over there? You won't survive me. Get another obstacle. Is this a mock fight?
We will win this war. Lead on. Together, we stand. No reason to pause. Rely on me. A bright future awaits us. I will help where I can. We will win this war.
You can trust me.
Together, we stand.
Are we in trouble yet? Tread lightly. Out is the heart's greatest challenge. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. What's that noise? Endure this! Did we find trouble? No, they did. What's over there? Did we step on their toes as well? Make every strike count. Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better. Tread lightly. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Yet another obstacle. What's that noise? Quiet steps. Weapons ready. You won't survive. Did we find trouble? No, they did. Endure this! I'll see to your request. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. I'm curious. Quiet steps. Did we step on their toes as well? What's over there? Tread lightly. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Yet another obstacle. Make every strike count. Weapons ready. You've crossed the wrong mob. Did we find trouble? No, they did. Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Did we step on their toes as well? You won't survive me. Endure this! Did you see that? Make every strike count. I'm all ears. I'll see to your request. Quiet steps. Weapons. Yet another obstacle. You've crossed the wrong mongrel. You won't survive me. I'm curious. Quiet steps. Weapon. Did we find trouble? No. Performance is lacking. You are lacking. What's over there? Quiet steps. Did we step on their toes as well? Is this a mock fight? obstacle. What's that noise? Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Did we find trouble? No, they did. I'll see to your request. Did we step on their toes as well? Curious. Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better. What's over there? Endure this! Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Make every strike
another
count.
obstacle.
Tread lightly. Did we find trouble? No, they did. Always be ready for the worst. Always be ready for the worst. What's that noise? Did we step on their toes as well? You've crossed the wrong mongrel. You won't survive me. I'll see to your request. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Hit another obstacle. Are we in trouble yet? I'm curious. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Did we find trouble? No. They did. Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Endure. Did we step on their toes as well? Quiet steps. Hit another obstacle. What's over there? Quiet steps. Did we find trouble? No. They did. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Did we step on their toes as well? Quiet steps. Hit another obstacle. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Did we find trouble? No, they did. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Did we step on their toes as well? Did you see that? Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Yet another obstacle. What's that noise? Quiet steps. Did we find trouble? No, they did. I'll see to your request. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Did we step on their toes as well? Make every strike count. You've crossed the wrong mongrel. I'm curious. What's over there? Quiet steps. Yet another obstacle. Quiet steps. Did we find trouble? No, they did. Your performance is lacking. You are lacking. Tread lightly. Quiet steps. Did we step on their toes as well? What's that noise?
Alan made all the island. Alan made all the island.
Mortal in this world, especially you, Kyle. I'm losing my temper. Move out. Head on. I lead, you follow. Got it.
So that island is finished.
Onwards.
Lan alone did everything. Hello, yes, just finished the second island. Took me 51 minutes to do that island.
All ears.
And how are you? What are you playing? What are you playing and where are you? In which stage, in which level? I remember you've been playing 2 playthroughs simultaneously, one with Wizard and another one. I should buy me a new mic because this is such a shitty mic. Of course, quality of sound is not good. This is also not very easy as far as I remember. Now islands become more complicated. Yeah, I also had birthday parties. Actually, I had a birthday, so I celebrated it this Saturday. It was a lot of people. And soon I will leave, I think maybe 4 or 5 days I will leave. Maybe for for 1 month to travel here and there, so I won't be playing. Yeah, that's I definitely don't need. Yes, yes, I am. Actually, a lot of CRPG fans are cancers. I noticed. At least four which I know quite well, they're cancers.
Rely on me.
You know what you're doing. Good.
Always be ready for the worst. What's over there? Can't hide from me. Tread lightly. What's that noise?
Yeah, here there is nothing that can be done.
You won't survive yet another obstacle.
Can I escape here or not? I don't think so.
Endure this!
The light take you!
First fights are always the most
Is
difficult.
this a mock fight? Make every strike count.
The inheritor!
See
Guide
that?
my blade! Did I mess up again? Into the fray! The light take you!
Okay. Okay, turn-based here. I have to put haste here.
Weapons ready.
Uh-huh.
The inheritor! Guide my blade!
You've crossed the wrong line.
Okay. Greybor. Yes, first fight is okay. First 2-3 rooms, that's the most difficult. And then one can kite. But not always, not always.
I'll see to your request.
Ah, it's shadow demons here. That's complicated. That's very complicated.
honest opinion?
And not only Shadow Demon, but Shadow Demon WoTR, as far as I remember. And this, no, it's skeletal guards and WoTR, yeah. And I think also Shadow Demon should be somewhere here. But okay, let's start with the WoTR.
Survive me. Did we find trouble? No, they did.
Because this Shadow Demon WoTR can kill everyone. With his phantasmal, with his electricity attacks and so on.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
Okay. So we can escape. I will kill Shadow Demon WoTR, then I will kill Gambit Guard, and those two things Lan can tank.
What's over there?
This shit is here.
Did we step on their toes as well?
Good. Let's see if Lan can escape now.
Quiet steps.
Yeah.
Weapons ready. Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better.
It's not easy to play with Lan like that. It requires a lot of precision.
Make every strike count. Another obstacle.
Okay, the shit is dead. Now theoretically
Cross the wrong mongrel.
I can do something like that. Up, up. That what Gambian Bar did. He just used his thing, and like half of their life is gone. So that requires a lot of precision. This sort of tactics. So that enemy are damaging each others. That's a good thing. Second scene, I will kill that Gambian,
I'm all ears.
and then we
Always
can
be ready
easily
for the
tank
worst.
those.
Tread lightly.
Here is a Bart.
Steps. Did we find trouble? No, they did. The performance is lacking.
Bart
You
is killed.
are lacking.
I know Lan could escape, okay? They have high armor class, but if you kill them, it's really ridiculous XP, 180. To hurt them, you have to hit them like that. They have to be flat-footed. That's what land can do.
You won't survive me.
Into the fray!
Land just needs to have protective luck all the time. And that's it. Normally they cannot hurt him.
It's your time to cease to exist.
-1.
Endure this.
You're in my way.
With protective luck, land is immune to crits. And the Greyboar with his sneak attacks he can do the stuff. So for Greyboar it's a must to have lunge. Without lunge, Greyboar is one shot. He has only, I think, 27 armor class. No, no, no. You don't need Might Blank. No. Might Blank is, we don't have Might Blank. It's a late game spell. Might Blank comes very late. It's, I think, somewhere here. It's level. You have to be level 15. And if you buy it, it costs 3,000. It makes no sense. Especially you don't need it. You need Mind Blank later in the game against some mobs. Greyboar is good, yeah, and just you see he doesn't have greater invisibility or something else, just standard stuff. That, of course, power attack is very stupid to have on him. That's very stupid. Those two things are absolutely not necessary. So if to kick this out, give him something else. That's of course okay, that's fine. But those two just lost fits. And I gave him Shake It Off, of course, I gave him Lunge, and I gave him Slippery Mind. No, but there is no possibility to give outflank. You always give the most important stuff and then you give less important. What is more important? Slippery Mind, Shake It Off, Lunge, or Outflank? Of course, those three are the most important. Then next one can come Outflank. Like level 13, I can give him Outflank. But those three things, they have a priority. Without this, he will not survive. Shake It Off, it's a must always. That's for crystals, of course. And I still have to fight crystals in Aurelius' laboratory, because I left crystals there. And then here comes Outflank, the same for Scylla. Here she will have Outflank. Now she has Shake It Off, she has Greater Fortitude. Here she has Fortitude Mythic. So here I will give her Outflank, and it will go in parallel with Greyboar. And most probably Scylla and Greyboar will be using also, where is it? Half of the pair. I think I give it, one I give to Greyboar, another I give to Scylla, and it's also Circumstance bonus on attacks and Circumstance to armor class. And when Scylla and Greyboar have Outflank, Greyboar will also receive Chainmail of Camaraderie. I think so. Okay, +2 bonus to flank creatures. +4 actually. If you have outflank feature, damage bonus increases to 4. To 4 it's already okay, so he will have +4 more to damage. Lan, no. It makes no sense to give outflank to Lan. What Verlis was doing, I don't see a point in it. Why would you give outflank to Lan? First of all, I am not sure that outflank works on range characters, because flanking doesn't work. Your range character cannot flank. Flanking, it's only for melee characters. If you're not melee, if you're ranger, you cannot flank. Regarding outflank, I am not sure. It could be that it works on LAN, which I find strange. Because if flanking doesn't work, why outflank should work? If outflank works, then flanking should work. I mean, but even if outflank works on LAN, how would you use it? LAN has to be close. LAN has to be standing close to Scylla and, for example, to Graber for that. And if he stands so close, his advantages go away. Okay, he's tanky. Let's say he's tanky. So maybe in some fights it could be possible, but his advantage, most of his fights he'll be doing on distance, like fight with Darilov Vorlish, fight with all the bosses. He'll be far from Scylla and from Graber. Then without flank, even if it works, it couldn't be used. It means that we are just spending valuable feat for things we will be using, like maybe in 20% of cases, and against normal mobs, not even against the bosses. And for normal mobs, we don't need this outflanking bonus. He will kill them anyway. So it's better to give something else, let's say, instead of outflank, which is very unuseful. Give him more reflexes, for example. Give him 2 times reflexes. Anyway, here comes dazzling display, and here comes shattered defenses. Those 2 things, they come here. Dazzling display, shattered defenses, and then you have only 2 feet remaining. And I am not sure what I will give, but most probably it will be reflexes. I will check what I gave him in my last Atlantia run. Yeah, even if they nerfed it, dazzling doesn't work anymore as good as it used to be, because it was nerfed, but still it's useful. Even after they nerfed it, it's still okay. That's what I gave him. You see, that was a mistake. Hammer the gap he doesn't need at all. And then you can do without those, because against the bosses it doesn't work, of course. Some other mob, they're immune to it, but I think it's better to have it than not to have. You copied this from Sour. Archer does not need to be in melee range or flank an enemy. Don't believe everything you find in Google. An enemy for the outflank feat to work. So does it mean that LAN can be like on 30 feet distance and still outflank will work? they do need to be in range to make a ranged attack. If the archer is making a ranged attack against an enemy that is being flanked by two of the archer allies also on the flank feet, the archer can trigger the feat benefits. What does it mean? Archer can trigger. Can or will trigger? I'm really don't understand this evasive language. Archer can trigger or archer will trigger. Can trigger and will trigger, it's not the same. Can trigger, it means it will work or not. Maybe it will trigger, maybe it will not trigger. I mean, if they crit, where do you see that? So if melee fighters will crit, no, but what has to do attack of opportunity with outflank? Attack of opportunity is totally different story. We're speaking about outflank. Outflank is not linked to critical hits. Crits and outflank, crits and outflank, it's different story. Outflank, let's read outflank. Maybe I missed something. Let's see. Okay, first of all, it's not sure, I'm not sure that outflanking. Again, whenever you and ally hosts are flanking the same creature, flanking doesn't work on range character. That's a fact. You can flank only if you are melee fighter. If you are range character, flanking doesn't work. That's one thing. Second, okay, maybe outflank works. Flanking doesn't work. Flanking doesn't work for you either. It doesn't work for anyone. Flanking doesn't work for range character. That's a fact. So we speak about outflanking, not about flanking. And now then the question is, if outflank works on let's say on 30 feet range. Okay, let's say it works. Maybe it works, which I find a bit strange. Okay. In addition, whenever you score a critical hit against a flank creature, it means if melee characters who are flanking a creature crit, then one will have attack of opportunity. What is written, it doesn't mean it's like that. Written is one thing. To see in reality is different thing. So before I see it with my own eyes, I will not believe what I'm reading. There are so many bullshits written. So then if Lan crits, then Scylla and Graber will have attack of opportunity. First of all, Lan will never be critting bosses. So against the bosses, again, it's useless. And against Normal mobs, I don't see why you would need it, because you will kill them anyway. So even if his work, even if it works, even if outflank works for LAN and so on, you still will lose a feat, available feat, for something which you don't need. You don't need it. I tell you more, even dazzling display and shattered defenses, even those things, maybe you, okay, it's good to have it against normal mobs, because someone has to kill also normal mobs, and that's LAN. LAN is normal mobs destroyer, and Scylla also. So at least on one it's good to have it. But so here is dazzling display, shattered defenses, and if I give outflank, I don't have also place for it. First of all, I have improved critical hit somewhere here. So improved critical hit will... I have improved critical. Okay, I have it. So dazzling display, shattered defenses. Speaking sincerely, I prefer to give great reflex and improved great reflexes. So he will have +4 to reflexes, which will help him. It could be good if it works, and it could be good if you have extra feat for it. But I just don't see extra feat for it. I don't see place for it. To have 2 times reflexes, it's better than to have 1 time reflexes and outflank. Without outflank, you can definitely beat the game on any difficulty. But having less reflexes, it's already, it increases danger that you will fail skill check and then you can be defeated. But I will test it just for curiosity. With outflank, I will test it. I will not give it to them, but I will test it. So with critical hit, it's not needed. The only use of outflank, if it works indeed, that it gives your flanking bonus increase to +4. So you have +2 to your attack. You have +2 to attack. So let's say his attack is 33. If outflank works, then you will have 35. With +2 extra attack will not save you against bosses, especially the Rilu Warlish or Nahindri. They are hardest to hit, or Lesser Korean Ghost. They 3 are hardest to hit. They 3. Discari is okay. For Discari you don't need it. So +2 to attack, I don't know. Of course, it's always nice to have it. +2 to attack. But again, how Scylla and Graber will be fighting Garilu Warlish, I don't have any idea, by the way. I don't know. Because their armor class is so low that she will kill them boss and she will even not notice it. So far, I don't have any idea how I will be fighting Garilu Warlish. No idea. Without tank. The only thing is to tank her with Len. Maybe Len with his armor class 82. Maybe he could tank her, but sooner or later she will kill him. Maybe he can resist couple of rounds, maybe 4 rounds, maybe 5 rounds. He would have much more chances to tank Garilu Warlish if he if mythic pass was angel. With angel mythic pass, I think maybe he would have chance, but with Azata, I don't know. And in this case, with outflank feet will not help against her, because they cannot be close to her. I don't know. But reflexes are more important, especially for threshold and for the last fight and for arena in Dance of Masks. Good.
Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better. I'm curious.
It's difficult to make choices because
What's over there?
you always have to sacrifice something, and it's not always clear.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Hit another obstacle.
Okay. Gambian Bard, Succubus, and he doesn't have protection from evil. Berserker. I hope he can escape here, because that Berserker is very fast. No, he cannot escape. Maybe with Vanish. Yes, Vanish was the only thing to escape from them. At least we know now who is there, and for Succuba, of course, we'll have to have those things.
I'll watch your back.
Otherwise, Succuba will destroy everything here. Islands become more complicated,
I hear the voice of the spirits.
more difficult. I need to have more pearls of level 1, I think.
Well,
Just for such cases. Okay.
I'm all ears. What's that noise?
stands in my way.
It's dangerous to use spells here, especially during the combat. Outside of combat is still okay, but
I'm curious. You won't survive. Did we find trouble? No, they did.
kill the fucking berserker. Oh, just escaped in time.
Endure this.
Okay. And next attack I will kill the berserker, and the rest is easy. Normally it's easy.
Did we step on their toes as
Ah,
well?
Succuba, good bitch.
Make every strike count.
Kill Herlan, kill before all the army comes here. Ah, we can be on board. We have to fight now, I'm afraid.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. You won't survive me.
Minus Succuba.
Did you see that?
Now protective luck on Lan. Maybe Greyborg here and Scylla here.
Endure this.
Like that.
Make every strike count.
Minotaur now becomes an issue.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Oh, by the way, there is no flanking here. If you see Lan, so there is no flanking. Lan is close to Ivo, there is no flanking. But if you check Ivo, for Ivo you have flanking.
You won't survive me.
So it's really strange. If outflank works for Lan, why flanking doesn't?
Anything new?
A goat, a
Okay.
lizard, and a human enter a tavern.
So that mob is
What'll it
defeated.
be, Lan? The bartender asks. Tread lightly.
here I think there is a shadow demon or not. I remember. Here is a really crazy mob. Here is really crazy mob. That fire elemental and a swarm. I really don't know how to kill them. If they were separate, it's okay, but you have swarm and you have ancient fire elemental. Fire elemental will kill one easily. And he is so fast, it's impossible to escape from him. So we have to fight him. And to fight him it's okay, but then swarm comes. I always had a problem with it on Unfair. I will keep it, especially if you look at that, there is no loot.
What's that noise? Aha!
But it's better to... I'll better keep it for later. That's those things. And there are ghosts there also, and those ghosts are not so nice. Because they're fearing and... Someone had removed fear. It was a shirt, like, I don't know where it is. And this gives just +4 bonus against fear effect, but it will not save him against fear. So. Yes, I'm using, but I was thinking it would be Shadow Demons, so I've taken that Finan. Bow from Gundren is here, it's the best bow in the game. But now it will be a ghost. It will be a ghost now.
Rely on me.
Spirits guide me. Huh? Oh, you can trust me. They will not expect my strength.
You know what you're doing.
I will help where I can.
I'm losing my temper.
Always be ready for the worst.
And Ashen Giants, they're not...
Yet another obstacle.
Yeah, here is a ghost, ghostly guard, so...
Endure this!
Oh, has to run away. That ghostly guard is really crazy. If he fears Lan, Lan is killed, and Lan doesn't have any more last stand, so he's one shot now.
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you
So.
feel better.
That's why if you are doing Midnight Isles, you're absolutely obliged to have 24-hour spells. Because I don't see how to do it without those 24-hour spells. Because you need to take millions rests to recover spells, to recover all those things like Death Ward and so on.
I'll see to your request.
So no 24-hour spells. Midnight Isles, it's a hell actually.
I'm curious.
But that's a big problem here, that water, fire elemental and swarm.
What's over there? Did we find trouble?
Fuck.
They did.
So Lan should attack first. Who noticed him, by the way? Ah, it's even Prophet of Baphomet. There is somewhere there. It's not mentioned here. Who detected him. So before killing Ghost I have to go for those ancient giants first. That bow is good if you're fighting outsiders, but ancient giants, they're not. No, he doesn't have.
I'm all ears.
He doesn't have. You cannot have it. It's limited. I have a limited number of those, and I will be using it, of course, against the toughest mobs.
What's that
But
noise?
against mobs like that, it's better to use. Especially, problem is maybe I would use it, but while he'll be running here, they will expire. Not completely, but half of it will expire. So, if I could put greater invisibility here, for example, and then attack, but that's impossible. I can, of course, kill those first, and then put my team here, and I can put here greater invisibility, and then Lan comes here, so it will not expire. Then he can attack them with greater invisibility from here.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Make every strike. Did we step on their toes as well?
And that's it. To detect, I wanted to see who detected Lan. Because I don't think those ancient giants have a high perception. So normally it should have been here in the combat log that Lan was detected like by ancient giant or by whoever is there. And that was not mentioned. Because ancient giants are stupid and their perception is not very high, so how can they detect him? Anyway, I will kill him.
Yet another obstacle.
And Prophet of Baphomet, it's also crazy. Okay, Prophet will deal with it. Anyway, those first ancient giants has to be eliminated first. Perception 34, still quite high, unexpectedly high perception. So maybe they who detected, yes. With such a perception, if they roll also. Ah, Ghost was so close.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
Okay. I don't believe that they again went here, those fucking idiots. They're spoiling me all the game. They went from here up till here already for the second time. I put them back, they walk there. Fucking idiot who programmed it like that. Fucking idiots. Idiots. Fuck you.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
This fucking Scylla cannot be controlled. I click here, this fucking bitch turns anyway. As if she wants to attack someone. Fucking Scylla. It game makes me mad. Once they start moving like idiots, I really start hating game. And this idiot who programmed it like that, really. Some alcoholical student. And how the fuck can you play Last Atlantis with such things like that? It's impossible. Fucking idiots. And now, of course, it's over because with Prophet of Baphomet will kill everyone here. Fuck you for your programming, idiots. Verli was saying the same. He was pissed off. He said the same, idiots. And I repeat it, idiots. Because they started moving, all of that happened. And what if it was Last Atlantis? It's game over. Okay, it's just my, let's say, my technical talents that help to survive here, but it's really disgusting. I am now stopping for now because I'm pissed off. Each time they start moving, I start hating the game, and I want really stop playing it forever. Just because of that idiotical feature, when they start moving on their own. And they moved first time, I put them back. And then when I was involved with that fight, they all started moving.
Might make you feel better.
Fucking idiots.
We stand. A bright future awaits us. No reason to pause.
What's on your mind? I wonder. I'm always open to ideas.
Head on!
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge. I'll see to your request. I'm curious. Can't hide from me. What's over there? Tread lightly. What's that noise? Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Make every strike. If we find trouble? No.
WoTR. Oh, I forgot about it. That's the worst. That's the boss of all the Midnight Isles. That's the shittiest mob in all the Midnight Isles. And the only way to deal with them is to put guarded hearth. But they, I mean, it's either guarded hearth, which also won't, it doesn't give a guarantee to survive, or to put blades. But they use blades themselves. Yeah, and they also use blades. And they also use some other thing. That's the shittiest mob which you have in Midnight Isles. Okay, there is still this vampire sharpshooters. Those are also, but you have like one or two of them, and those there are many. Even on hard difficulty, they create some issues. But okay, on hard difficulty, just attack them with LAN, with your tank, with seal your tank and LAN, and tag them, focus them, and kill them. In most cases it works, but on unfair you cannot do like that. On unfair you attack them, and if you don't kill them immediately, they will kill all your party.
I'll see to your request.
That's the boss of the island. Those rocks.
I'm curious.
I prefer to fight Nahindri, the final boss, or Chain, which is also Nahindri, but to fight them than that WoTR.
What's over there?
Especially often they go like two of them. There is one and there is another somewhere nearby.
Weapons ready.
And I
You've
have
crossed
first
the
to kill the
step on their toes as well.
ghost. Okay, he is preparing. Okay, that's enough. This frightful moan will frighten him. They hit like a truck, yes. They hit like a truck, like. What is my XP? $87,000 to level 13.
I'm all ears.
Yeah, with Angel so much easier to play.
Tread lightly.
It's more to armor class, it's more saving throws, it's more XP, more items. And I'm speaking about Plura's Falls.
What's that noise?
Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
I'll see to your request.
I have to kill those ghosts first,
Get another XP.
because it will be no access to. That's all I can do. This one is already preparing 000. That one is approaching. And there is no way to defend against rocks watery. Yes, there is no way.
Did we find trouble?
Oh shit, he ran into the wrong place. Fucking location. It all looks the same. It looks the same. Where is fucking exit? I don't see exit. There is no exit. He ran to the wrong room. Fuck. Okay, he could escape like that. Do I have a correct? Yes, it's a correct. Well, of course,
I'm curious.
greater invisibility would help here, but it will expire.
What's over there? Tread lightly. What's that noise?
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
Endure. Did we step on their toes as well?
It's Zero now is preparing his shit here. It's again I'm running into the wrong place.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
Make every strike
Another
count.
obstacle.
0.6, 0.1. I still don't see how I'll be fighting that fire elemental with a swarm.
I'll see to your request.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Did we find trouble? No.
Okay.
They did.
This one already.
What's over there?
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
You won't Did we step on their toes as well?
Quiet steps.
Yet another obstacle. Did we find trouble? No, they did. Endure this!
It's not they, it's you did find the trouble. They didn't find anything.
Tread lightly.
Quiet steps.
And now maybe we can.
Did we step on their toes as well?
No. All the misses, only misses.
What's that noise?
Quiet steps. Weapons
Yet another
ready.
obstacle.
There is no other way to deal with them. It doesn't exist.
I'll see to your request.
Quiet steps. Weapons
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
Maybe I can give him greater visibility.
Let's move already.
Because it seems they don't follow him so far.
I
With Windog, you cannot do nothing here. You need someone who runs fast. And speed should be at least 70. If you have 60 or 50, it will not help you. I still don't know what I will be doing with that fire elemental, which is here, and swarm, because that's couple probably the most difficult, because you can easily fight them separately, but if they're together, I just don't see. Fire elemental already very powerful, and we swarm around.
Did we step on their toes as
Fuck
well?
you. That's the reason why I don't give greater visibility, because it makes no sense. It will expire.
Quiet steps.
Make every strike yet another obstacle.
2.4, 2.9, okay. He still can shoot. Once maybe. Hello, Matterwave, how's life?
Steps. Weapons ready.
I think ghosts are probably immune to that. I will look at it.
Tread lightly.
But ghosts, life is good, yeah. Ghosts, it's special case. They have some immunities.
What's that noise?
Yes, matter wave, life is beautiful. Life is extremely beautiful, so he has a lot of immunities, mind affecting, fear. You see, he's immune to critical hits, fear, compulsion, emotion, blah blah blah, charm dazed. Precision damage, so he doesn't care about sneak attacks and so on. Canny observer. But he doesn't have true seeing. I don't see it here. No, it never says actually. It never says that someone is immune to fleet-footed. No, maybe there is someone immune, but if they have true seeing, they're also immune to it. So I don't know why they're immune to flat-footed. I don't know why. That's to me is also a mystery. Okay, maybe because they're incorporeal. Maybe because they're ghosts, but
I'll see to your request.
no, but you see, when land hits them, they're never flat-footed. You see? He hit, and moreover, he had invisibility greater. You see, even with invisibility greater, they're not flat-footed. So I don't know. You know what? It's a good moment to test a little bit watery. He'll be healing now. They heal twice or even 3 times. That could be, by the way, that could be the case. That could be the case. Maybe they're flat-footed if he hits them for the first time, but still, then they go into quiet stance. So I'm not sure if it's like that.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
Now he should be flat-footed,
Yet another obstacle.
and it's not.
Your performance is lacking.
Anyway, one
You
killed
are
it.
lacking.
Let's see. See? Not flat-footed, so. Not flat-footed. I will check my Pathfinder book rules. Maybe it's described there, because here it's not described. At least -1.
Did we find trouble?
Oh, that one I missed.
Every strike count.
Son of a.
Is this a mock
Okay.
fight?
That was very, very close. But you see what Lan did, 52, and you see no great invisibility, nothing, just normal standard buffs. Cat's Grace, True Seeing, O's Wisdom, and that's it. Of course, Heroism. That's all. That's all he has to hit. But he will heal again. He'll heal again. So for the moment I let him go. But now those blades. And you see those blades, that's why it's also really impossible to play it without 24-hour buffs. Because imagine I don't have 24-hour buffs. And now one cannot go there because of those blades. If he goes on blades, he'll kill himself. Imagine don't have 24-hour buffs and you will wait till blades go away. But while blades go away, I think they can stand minute per level. If he's level 12, it's 12 minutes, for example. And then all your buffs will just expire.
I'll see to your request.
He has 24-hour buffs, so he doesn't care. We can wait even 20 minutes if necessary. I mean, but like that. That's also, by the way, one of the reasons to give him, like I gave him Great Fortitude. By the way, those things help against Vrok's Watery, because their attacks are hitting Fortitude. That's why I also gave him Greater Fortitude here also. But that's also one of the reasons give here the same, but for reflex. Like reflexes, greater reflexes, it's +4, so he would have 30 reflex, and then here also great reflex mythic, and then maybe he could just run through those blades, especially when he has Ring of Evasion, which helps. So combination of Ring of Evasion with high reflexes can actually permit him run through those blades. Let's test it.
I'm curious.
And that's example. That's example. Saving throw failed because he rolled 1. He rolled 1. But difficulty, you see, DC for those blades is 33. His modifiers already now 26. It's a good, by the way, it's a good example. With DC 33, it's unfair. Modifiers 26. If he will have here 2 times reflexes, great reflexes, he will have 30 here, 30. And when he will have great reflexes mythic, he will roll twice. It means this situation would never happen. Where is it? This situation would never happen. Because chance that he rolls 2 times 1 is very small. It's a small chance. That's why no outflanking for Lan, no outflanking, but reflexes 2 times, 2 times fortitude 2 times, and here is shatter defenses, but then, yeah, doesn't display shatter defenses. That's best build for him. Best build for him. Yeah, exactly. So, of course, if I check my build when I was playing Last Atlantis on here, Last Atlantis Drunk, if to take this build that I was using in that playthrough, build which I'm making now, it's better, because here Lan has 2 times great fortitude. He has useless hammer the gap, which I will never be using again. Improved critical longbow, dazzle display, but now in my current build I've taken improved critical, not here but here. So I just didn't take clustered shots. I don't have clustered shots, and I can absolutely survive without clustered shots. But here I gave him now critical, so I had here, instead of this and this, I have 2 times fortitude. Instead of this, I have critical longbow, and here I will have my reflexes. So that will be the best build. Yes, it will shake it off definitely. Shake it off, this is a must. You cannot exist without shake it off. Because +3 to saves, +2, even in the worst case, you will have +2 to your saves or +3. You will rarely have +4, but +2, +3 will have. And it makes a difference. Yeah. What do you mean they stuck? Shake it off? What stacks then? No, I mean they're bullshit. I mean that Hammer the Gap is a absolutely useless fit, which shouldn't be used. Everyone, shake it off. Everyone gets it. Everyone, shake it off. It can be your saving during random encounters, for example, and definitely with fights with some bosses like less Sarkorian and warrior close to each other. From shake it off, you will have on average +2, +3 to your saves. together with clustered shots, this one can never be good. I think we already talked about it. Hammer the Gap is never good. It's super absolute bullshit. It can be useful maybe if you play normal difficulty or if you play core difficulty. Then it can be useful. But otherwise it's bullshit. I even showed you, I think. On unfair, maximum you will win, you will have like 1, maybe 2 more to damage. That's it. And what does it mean if you have 1 or 2 more to damage? It's if you fight bosses. If you fight bosses. It doesn't help you in any way to fight bosses. And if you fight simple mobs, simple, easy mobs, you don't need it. Because you will hit them anyway. You will kill them anyway. So that's useless. Clustered shots, yes. Clustered shots have their use because like damage reduction is counted differently. But again, it's damage. But I prefer to have 2 times reflex than this or this. It's always comes to what is better. This is bullshit, so there is no justification for that one. This could be useful, yes. But I find that reflexes are much more useful than this. So I will sacrifice this for reflexes. At least on unfair. On hard difficulty, you probably would be good with only 1 reflexes. You don't need 2 times reflexes. You take the 1 because also it's lower. DCs are lower, so if you lose 2 to your reflexes, still you'll be profiting because DC is so much lower on hard. And then in this case you could give clustered shots, but still this should go off. This can be used core normal difficulty. Even on hard is not interesting. I used it all the time. I was using it all the time, but not anymore. And regarding mythics also, Great Fortitude, that's point blank shot mythic, is also okay. It's +2 to attack, but then he should be close to Aurilu Warlish. Everything comes to Aurilu Warlish because you don't need it for anyone else. For all the mobs, all the bosses, you don't need that. You don't need it for Nahindri, for Discari, for anything. The only thing this attack, the more attack the better, is for Aurilu. But again, when we'll debuff her, he'll be hitting her without this. So in my build that I will be doing now, I will not use this. Instead, it will be Greater Reflex Mythic. That's what will come here. Greater Reflex Mythic. Distracting shots, ranging shots, that's... Distracting shots I'm also not sure. For one, maybe it can be useful, yes. Still, if he hits, it's like -5 to armor class for 1 round. So if Lan hits and he has high initiative, so he'll be hitting always the first. Then second melee Sila or he hits, and then it's like -5 to armor class. So that's, I will definitely keep. Raging shots also, of course, it's a must, inspirational. So all those things are a must, but not that one. And maybe we could survive without this one as well, because this is only +1 to attack. +1. So if we kick out those 2 feats, it's -3 to attack. But again, if Arilla Warlish is debuffed with 4 debuffs, +3 to attack, -3 to attack won't really change much. Or he hits her or he doesn't hit her. And he is not a main damage dealer. In a real Warlish fight, it's Scylla who deals damage. It's it's melee guys. In my current run, it will be Scylla, it will be Greybor, it will be my Conjurer with Hellfire Ray, and it will be Nenio, I think. Or no, maybe not Nenio. It will be Scylla, it will be Greybor, and it will be my Enchanter with Hellfire Ray. So Lan is not really good in that fight. Exactly, every feat I pick must pass Arilla Warlish test, because he is the most complicated mob. Okay, there is also, what's his name, Mephistophel. Mephistophel is also very hard to fight. But all the others, it's not like that. All the others are much easier. So I tried those blades, and we cannot do nothing here. But with reflex, yes. And there is only one way it's to wait till they expire. Okay, he has this, of course. He has abundant step, but okay, he can go once over it, hit, run here, goes again over it, and what? So it's the best, don't let him do it. I was not careful, so I let him do it. No, you cannot dispel because it's he's doing it. He can dispel it, yes, but you cannot. That's the power of blades. Zosil also has blades. We can do the same. I can invite here Zosil from the outer world, from Golarion. We can put here like maybe 2 blades. Shoot, go out, shoot, go out, and they will kill themselves against those blades. Yeah, but there is no way to dispel.
What's over there?
That's why if you go to Midnight Isles, you have to have 24-hour buffs, and the only way to have it, you have to give it to Diran immediately, and to Ember, because only Diran and Ember can buff you. Only they have freedom of movement, only they have Death Ward and some other things. And Death Ward, freedom of movement, and some other stuff, it's very important. Because if you have normal spells, you just wait till blades go away and then your buffs will go out. Anyway, even without these things, you cannot do Midnight Isles, because each time you have like buff almost before every fight. Okay, maybe not before every fight. Maybe you can have like 3 fights, and then you take a rest. And again 3 fights, maybe 4 fights, and then you have a rest. And there are so many islands, so you'll have like, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 rests to beat it. I don't know. But with 24-hour spells, I can do all the set of islands in one go without resting. That's of course it's my fault because I let him do it. I didn't calculate it.
Tread lightly.
Or instead of great fortitude here, I could have given him reflexes, and here I could have given him also reflexes, and in this case he could just pass here. He could pass here and there, and he wouldn't be hurt, especially with that ring of evasion.
What's that noise?
I think in the meantime he will disarm the trap. Has to be done anyway. Trap should be disarmed. Maybe if I go out of island and come back, maybe this will disappear. So
Head on!
oh, lesser persistence. Okay, why not?
I lead. You follow.
This trap to be disarmed also. Disarming that trap.
Done.
I'll try to leave the island and come back. But then I think if I leave the island, that Vrock's watery will heal completely. I think that's how it works, which is normal. At least one ghost is dead. It's already achievement to kill a ghost. Not achievement, but it's something pleasant. Yes, persistent is good, but again, you spend your feats. If you give persistent, and if you give piercing, you don't need actually. I think piercing is a waste on Nenio. Again, coming back to that run. There are a couple of persistent, I think there are 3 rods persistent. We can check it right now. So let's go here, like that. Rod. Selective, mysticism, quicken, maximize, quicken, lesser, selective, bolster, power, maximize. Oh, graded persistent metamagic rods, 2 of them. And here one more. So you have like 9 times. You have 9 use of persistent things. So I wouldn't give her that feat because you're losing. She doesn't have so many feat slots. Actually, build of Nenio, I think it's the best build you can have. Actually, that's the only build of Nenio you can have. All the rest is worse. Heighten spell is a must. Extend spell is a must. And now I'm giving it first. First I give extend, then I give heighten. Those 2 things, it's a must. You cannot shake it off, is a must. Spell focus illusion is a must. Greater spell penetration, okay, that's also questionable. You can give, instead of spell penetration, you could give here piercing spell, but piercing spell, it's 1 level higher. So I don't see how you can use weird with it, because weird is level 9 spell and you cannot use it. To use piercing spell with weird, you have to take fit like favorite with magic piercing. I wouldn't do that. I think it's loss. It's better to take. She has enough spell penetration. If you look here, she has 32 spell penetration, and if necessary, she can have more than 32. And then you need dispel focus twice. It's a must for a real warlish. You need to dispel her really hard. This thing, martial weapons, is also a must. It's for scimitar to have 24-hour haste. Without it, you can't have 24-hour haste. So just there is no slot for persistent or for piercing, and I don't see any need in it. Because for persistent you have 3 rods, which is 9 use. It means you can use your weird 9 times. It's more than enough. I gave her, unfortunately, only 1 dispel focus, and it was my mistake. But it's sufficient. If you remember, I defeated Arilo Warlish here 4 times in a row on unfair with damage to party 3. But of course, it would be better to have here 2 times dispel focus. So I gave her persistent, and that's just was, of course, I didn't have a choice, because I don't think you don't have persistent here. You don't have dispel focus here. So next with builds that I'm doing now, mistake was here. Greater spell focus conjuration. That's not necessary. That's a mistake. Instead of this, you give her 2 times dispel focus here and greater dispel focus here. You don't need this. It's enough. 1 time is enough. You need that just to get that. Augment summoning. So if you have conjuration, then you have augment summoning, and this you don't need. Because +1 to conjuration, okay, it's nice to have. Spiders will bite a little bit more, but it's good for spiders, but +1 will not help you. Especially, I will show you something. Let's go to rods again. Especially with Dance of Masks DLC, just look at that rod. Where is it? Where is it? Maybe it's here. Not that, not that. It's not that. Grandmasters, no. I think it's somewhere here. Devouring Lust, Empower, Bolster, Empower, Maximize, Maximize, Persistent, Persistent, Quicken, Quicken, Selective, Extend, Quicken, Maximize, Quicken, Quicken, Mysticism. Oh, where is that rod? Conjuration. I had it. There is a rod which gives you plus 4 to your conjuration. I don't know what happened, but it exists, and I had it here. This one, look at it. This heavy, softly humming rod grants the wielder +4 bonus to conjuration school. It's huge. This is huge. And you see Camellia has it. So when you use your spiders, you can just use this one if you really need it. So this feat is not needed. And then you use Dispel Focus, Greater Dispel Focus. And that's all you need for Camellia. And Persistent spell, I just gave, I don't know why it's for spiders. I just wanted to test it on spiders. Because if spiders bite you and it doesn't work, you have one more roll. But again, Arilla Warlish doesn't give a shit about spiders. She kills them in 1 second. And she's immune to all of that. So you don't need spiders for Arilla Warlish. Actually, I use spiders, I think, like 2, maybe 3 times in the game. Against Playful Darkness, couple of times more. But now I will be using more of spiders because I don't have tank. So I have to use spiders now more often. And, but anyway, this I will never give, so it should be also 2 times. And then you have Quicken spell, and then Dispel Magic Greater. As you see, it's quickened. It's level 6 spell, so I quickened it, and now it's on level 9. So you can hit Arilla Warlish 2 times in a row, 1 time, 2 times here, and then Nenio can hit her 3 times. Because Nenio will have, she will have quicken spell, and also there is a mask. Where is that mask? That's a new thing, of course. I never used it, but this mask, Razmir's mask, it gives you one more use. So Nenio can use Dispel 3 times in a row. 1, 2nd, 3rd time. 3 times in a row with that mask, she can use Dispel. And Camellia twice Dispel. So 5 times dispelling, they will dispel Arilla Warlish without any problems. And then she's easy target. With Arilla Warlish, more difficult is to get to pass the persuasion test. That one. Scylla has highest persuasion, but it's not enough. I think she needs to roll 54. I think it's 54 DC for persuasion. And if you don't persuade her, then you will fight 3 more Arilla Warlish, which is doable, but risky. Which exactly? You wanted to see this build of Mancor or whom? Matterwave. If you mean the Drunken Master, that's a build. I mean build. Here are characteristics. Yeah, the monk. Okay. Here it is. Standard stuff. Weapon finesse. Crane style. What is it? Dodge. But don't deflect arrows is a must, of course. But don't forget, this last Atlanti, I was mostly playing on hard. So that's why I given him weapon finesse immediately. So if it was on unfair, I wouldn't have given him weapon finesse. It would have been something, maybe dodge, maybe something else, but it would be something to give him more armor class. Definitely not weapon finesse. Weapon finesse I would have given somewhere here, because crane wing and in unfair everything which gives you more armor class should go first. That's because it was hard. That's why like that. So, if you want to see feats for unfair, here they are. It's also Drunken Buster and outflank to whom? But Drunken Master, he has outflank. He has outflank. I'm always giving outflank to my melee things. That's also Drunken Master, and that's unfair build. So see, you put dodge here. You put dodge, crane style, then deflect arrows. This is a must. Without this feat, gambions and other things, they'll just one-shot you. So, Drunken Master or not. So those 3 feats are a must in the beginning. And then you have weapon finesse. And outflank, it's always given. Here is outflank, here you shake it off. Crane riposte. That's a mistake. Hammer the gap you don't need. Again, against easy bosses, yes, but against easy mobs, yes, it works. That crane wing, if you mean that one, that's a standard thing for unarmed. Dodge, crane style, and crane wing. Yes, for monk it's a must. And with that build, I don't remember, let me check. Very drunk. What I had with that build. So in act, okay, let's see. So in the first act, I had 7 reloads with that build. 7 reloads in first act. In Act 2, only 2 reloads, and in Act 3, I had 1 reload on Midnight Isles number 9, and I had 1 reload in Lesser Corian, which makes 7 plus 2, 9 reloads, 10 and 11. So 11 reloads so far. I think that's a very good result. 11 reloads. With pure classes, no pets, no mercs, no toy boxes. I think it's very good. It's my best result on unfair runs. 11 reloads, including Midnight Isles. I finished all the first set of islands. They all finished. And Lesser Corian also I've done, not all of course, but I've done quite a lot there. So it means that that build is good. And for monk build, I still wouldn't give hammer the gap. I really don't see a point. Even if he'll be hitting, so what? 5. In the best case, he will have like 3, maybe 4 to extra damage. It doesn't change anything. It's better to give instead more fortitude or more reflexes. That's what I discovered when playing that. Focus on fortitude in the first thing, and then reflexes. So you see, actually, last Atlanti on Unfair with Monk is doable. So if I manage with 11 reloads, if I used, for example, some mutants, on Scylla maybe, and on Lan maybe, I don't know, I could have do without those reloads. But still is very difficult. Okay, now let's go back and to see if that thing stays or not. Outflank on your melee character is a must, of course. If you have only one melee character, then not. But if you have at least two of them, yes, they should all get it.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge. I'm curious.
Let's see if it's gone or not.
What's over there?
No, it's still here. So if you go out of island and you come back, it doesn't change. Okay. Don't see other way, just to wait. Ah, I don't need to wait actually, because I can go hunt for those things. Of course I don't need to wait. There are those things.
You require my unbiased opinion.
Ready to serve.
Rely on me.
No one stands in my way.
All ears. Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
Sharpshooters.
You've crossed another obstacle. Did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen that, so that's good. Critical hit from Lan. So instead of waiting while those blades will expire, I can just punish those things.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready. I'll see to your request. You won't
Did we find
survive
trouble?
me. No, they did. Your performance is lacking.
One more
You
critical
are
hit.
lacking.
Uh-huh. Those things, they're so fast, those bastards. It's incredibly fast. But they're weak. One could tank them easily. Problem is that problem is those sharpshooters. While he'll be flat-footed, I think you have obsession with flat-footed. On skeleton champions, of course. No. It doesn't work. Anyway, they're undead, so it seems like if you're undead, you cannot be flat-footed. I don't know, but it doesn't hurt. You see, without flat-footed, Lan is doing quite a good job. He's hitting them. No, but there is no any problems with undead. You don't need to be flat-footed to hit undead
What's
things.
over there?
They're easy to hit. Yeah. Those will be very difficult, this ancient fire elemental and swarm, because Lan cannot escape from fire elemental.
Quiet steps. Weapons.
Did we step on their toes as well?
1.1. It's Slayer actually. But they are not immune to critical hits. Maybe Slayers are immune. I don't think it's linked. I don't think it's linked to the fact that they're undead. But who cares about their flat-footedness? Their... No, it's not because of that. No, but in Midnight I'll sing a lot of flat-footed things. You can flat-foot them like hell. Maybe it's because he's Slayer, maybe some of the Slayer's feats, whatever. Maybe uncanny dodge, yeah, it could be the case. Uncanny dodge, for example. So I think it's not linked to Midnight Isles. I think it's because it's Slayer, most probably. An uncanny dodge. Anyway, it doesn't hurt. Because just should be careful, because if he hits, he will kill. Especially Lan doesn't have last stand now, so Lan is easy target.
Yet another obstacle. Is this a mock fight?
That's it. And it was critical hit from Lan. He crits a lot. By the way, he crits a lot.
Did we find trouble?
Oh, scheiße. Friendish greater fire. They're easy, one can tank and kill them, but the ancient one, that's a problem. Now there is still one more. And by the way, to go to the boss, it's like that. That's the way you go for a boss. The question is, why the hell to kill that rock which is so dangerous? And as far as I remember, there is nothing in this room. So you kill them because you kill everything. You also kill to get XP, but they don't have anything valuable here. I will kill them, of course, but
Quiet steps. Weapons ready. What's over there?
I know. Another one is very far. So Lan cannot see him. Ah no, it's here. It's here. It's here. No.
Make every strike step on their toes as well.
Okay. 2.31. It's 4. That's 4 seconds. But of course, fire elementals will come. One goes here, it's stupid, but another one goes here. That's good. What is his speed, by the way? $60 and one has. That's why you have to have for Midnight Isles. You have to have. Yeah, I will switch, but they're not. They're not outsiders because sharpshooters. They're not outsiders, and fire elementals. I think they're also not outsiders. So it won't do any difference. It won't make any difference. No, but if that bow is good only if you fight outsiders. No, that's not against evil. It's for evil outsiders. So if mob is not outsider, this bow is not working. Why them? Most of the demons all are outsiders. Everyone is outsiders. But of course skeletons, undead, they're not outsiders. They're from this world. Undead, they're former people, humans, whatever, and elementals, they're not outsiders. Demons definitely outsiders because they come from another world, but those are from that world. Arilu Warlish, by the way, she is not outsider because she is from that world. Discari is outsider and Nahindri is outsider. Lesser Korean boss not outsider. Oh, shit. Where is this sharpshooter? Okay, it doesn't matter. Ah no, this one is outsider. I'm sorry. Didn't know that. So our bow becomes +4. And his real attack now 35.
Meditate on your mistakes.
I didn't know that
You've crossed the wrong
they're
mountain.
outsiders.
Hit another obstacle.
Crystals could be. I don't know because in the Arilu Vorlish laboratory they are. Okay, maybe they're